Tips for Sustainable Wealth every Friday 7 p.m. UTC by Fluffy and Alex. Today we will witness a slap match between strong NFT fighters, two NFT Metaverse and gaming infrastructure projects that dream on capitalizing the space of arts, music, games, NFTs and more. Enjin versus Immutable X. A deep comparison on their performance, tokenomics, latest developments and insights to help us choose the right fighter to place our bets on. There is one of them that keeps expanding and building projects and more than the other one. Let's start with price performance, or which project would have saved us more money through the years. Alex, back to you.
Hello guys! If we compare those warriors since November 2021, when both projects were live to purchase for the general public, we can see that both of them have similar price performance. Get this, if we invested $1,000 in November of 2021 into Enjin, then today we would have around $230 in our pocket. On the other hand, investing the same amount of money for the same time period into Immutable X would result in us having $250 to spend for our pleasures. Better than having nothing but not great look for NFTs, as the bear market of 2022 hit the market hard. Guys, if you want to check another awesome crypto battle and in-depth comparison of Polkadot and Cosmos ecosystem, then click at the suggest video at the right top corner. Now let's explore which project is better to hold for the long run based on some metrics. Fun with tokenomics. Exactly. It seems like Immutable X is a little bit bigger with a market cap of $560 million, as ENJ tokens are valued at around $400 million. There are 1 billion ENJ tokens circulating in the open market and 785 million IMX tokens comparatively. The maximum amount of ENJ tokens that can ever exist is 1 billion. On the other hand, at the end of 2 billion, IMX tokens will be circulating out there. 100% of the maximum Enjin supply is circulating and 39% of the maximum IMX supply is already unlocked, which is not ideal. This means that Enjin has no inflation, but Immutable X will have new token unlocks in the coming years, which can create potential sell pressure and suppress the growth of price. 70% inflation rate on IMX is acceptable for 2023 for a relatively new project, but it's not ideal in a bear market as demand tends to fall and more supply unlocks drive the price down. In a previous episode, 8 months ago, Immutable X versus Altcoin, we saw that IMX had 235 million tokens circulating and should have inflation of 200% for 2022, which seems to have happened as per their token emission schedule. In November 2022, we saw a massive token unlocks. In November 2023, there should be a total of 1.4 billion IMX tokens circulate. Looking at price in November of 2022, we can see that it took massive hit from those unlocks, dropping 40%. That's why inflation and unlocks are crucial to know. Of course, we can speculate that the FTX crash was the reason for the dump, but those unlocks probably played a role too. Until November 2024, there should be 1.6 to 1.7 billion tokens, meaning an inflation rate of 30% for 2024, which is acceptable. Taking a look on-chain and the transfer value, Immutable X had $3.45 million transferred in a single day in IMX tokens on Ethereum network. On the same day, we saw $11 million transferred in Enjin tokens on the same network. Comparing those numbers to their respective market caps or how much those projects are worth, we can see that 36.9 for Enjin is much better than 164 that IMX had. For context, Bitcoin and Ethereum average between 30 and 50. Enjin looks better and is more undervalued than Immutable X on this metric. For now, it's evident that Enjin takes this slap round, but all is not finished, as recent developments and our insights will reveal our true peak, as there is another project from the Enjin ecosystem that can prove to have a positive or a negative impact on Enjin.
Wow!
But if you guys have decided which one you want to hold for a dear life, then please do so on your own crypto wallets and not on exchanges, as FTX taught us to be careful. One of the safest places to hold your asset is in a cold crypto wallet like a ledger. And if you want to support the channel as well, then you can purchase a ledger by using our affiliate link that you can find in the description down below. Now let's settle this battle once and for all. Let's take a look at the most recent developments in our Commendatory. Tell us your views on things, Fluffy. What has been Enjin doing all this time?
Recent tweets from official Enjin accounts say that fake accounts and scams are now prevailing and preying on Enjin community. Is there something wrong with the security of the Enjin ecosystem? Food for thought. The Enjin community in the past had a vibrant community with a lot of followers. What happened? The official Enjin blog does mention updates on Enjin project that, according to my humble opinion, cannot be characterized as fascinating. More specifically, the most notable updates are the NFT.io and NFT marketplace, the Enjin wallet version 2.1 is coming out, and last but not least, the Enjin tooling for the developer. The Enjin ecosystem, according to the official website, consists of 12 projects, and 8 out of the 12 projects are games. The interesting thing about this information is that most of the games Enjin is utilized are still in early development, meaning Enjin is not actually used in significant projects as of yet. Something does not seem good here, Alex, but still, food for thought.
Yeah, I know.
On a positive note, Enjin is trying to reinvent itself through the use of Infinity, fueled by EFI. Infinity is a Polkadot parachain purpose-built for NFTs. EFI is based in the Paratoken standard, a new standard for interoperable cross-chain tokens across the entire Polkadot system and even external blockchains. EFI is the core utility token of ENFT, and it's used for paying for fees transferring through bridges and trading tokens. Now, what's on your side, Ali?
Well, the way I understand it, there is no significant news could be found by me either. The latest news just tried to explain why Enjin pumped 24% 2 weeks back, and the main reason was the NFT marketplace had launched version 2 of the Enjin wallet and 3 core Enjin tooling provisions. There were voices even 1 year back on social platforms that had concerns about where is Enjin going, and that it was a likely scenario that Enjin failed on Ethereum in the NFT gaming section because of the high gas fees. According to them, Enjin didn't want to miss the Metaverse train and developed a new project called Infinity on Polkadot to capitalize the narrative of that ecosystem as well. All this seemed to be reasonable, as Enjin themselves on their website claimed that high gas fees was a problem on Ethereum and that Infinity is a solution to that. Infinity is considered to be the infrastructure for the decentralized metaverse on Polkadot, where you will be able to tokenize assets, transfer NFTs, and more. Infinity is a parachain of Polkadot, and the goal is to become a hub for NFTs and fungible tokens as well. Enjin has created a new token standard that you mentioned that is called Paratoken, that accepts tokens from any other chain, including those on Ethereum network. In June, Enjin announced a partnership with Square Enix to launch Final Fantasy VII collectibles. In reality, this is an Infinity partnership, as Infinity platform will be used to achieve this. Few weeks back, Square Enix reaffirmed their focus and commitment to create Web3 games. Infinity is considered one of the top projects on Polkadot by Reddit community size. Latest developments enhance the infrastructure of the platform on Polkadot and the ability to host USDT tokens on testnet. A quick comparison of the Infinity tokenomics with Immutable X suggests that they are both quite similar, with almost identical maximum supply and inflation rates. The difference is that Infinity has a market cap of just $48 million, which seems to me it has better growth potential. If you want to pause the video to study the tokenomics, do so. There should be around 375 million EFI tokens unlocked each year for the next 3 years. Infinity seems like a better play than Enjin, as investors might choose Infinity than Enjin, and capital may flow from Enjin to Infinity. When the latter matures and develops more, this may become a reality. Enjin may survive if it transitions to a layer 2 platform or Ethereum upgrades and the fees drop significantly, which should not happen in the near future. Now guys, which one do you prefer more, and where do you see higher potential, Enjin or Infinity? Tell us in the comments below.
Yes.
Immutable X, on the other hand, had a lot of partnerships and developments recently. In October 2022, a partnership that has been months in the making finally showed real-world result, as the GameStop NFT marketplace went live on Immutable X. Immutable X provides zero fees layer Layer 2 infrastructure specifically for NFTs and games that utilize Web3. A long list of partnerships with games, NFT projects and more that utilize Immutable X can be found on their page, such as Resurgence, Aradena, Animera, The Colony, all in January 2023. Angelic and the Lost in December, The Bornless, Metafight, Nifty League and GameStop rewards and staking partnership happened in November of 2022. Kepler and Mantisco in September of 2022, as well as Tatsumiko announced that it will be using Immutable X to enhance their gameplay. Well, you get the picture. There are a lot more projects that decided to utilize Immutable. On the infrastructure level, there were also some developments in 2022, like the partnership with MoonPay to bring NFT checkout to Immutable X partners. Also, a bridge solution, Arch version 1, was announced in summer 2022. Arch is an NFT bridging protocol between Layer 1 Ethereum and Layer 2 Starknet. Lastly, in 2022, Immutable X managed to fundraise $200 million for the development of its ecosystem. And in June, Immutable announced a $500 million fund for NFT and game developers that would build on this Layer 2 NFT solution. I guess, as we saw with so many projects utilizing Immutable, this money had the result that the project wanted to achieve. All in all, although the tokenomics of Immutable X is not the best as inflation is pretty high, we can see that the demand side of things with so many partnerships is pretty good, especially if we consider the fact that we are in a bear market. When the bull cycle comes knocking the door, I can see IMX token having good performance, which I will be accumulating when we hit the bottom of the crypto market for the long run. On the other hand, Enjin is not my cup of tea for now, as it seems like the focus has shifted towards Infinity for the most part. But if we are considering Infinity as an alternative for Enjin, then having in mind that a EFI token will ride the hype wave of Polkadot's ecosystem in the next bull run, plus the fact that Infinity's market cap is pretty small at around $48 million, it can produce tremendous price growth if we also take into account that some of the Enjin's market cap can flow towards Infinity. I would have Infinity in my watch list to accumulate a small bag of for the long run in the bottom of the bear market. So yeah, my choice is Immutable X for the long run, Enjin for the short term and trading, and get a small bag of Infinity for the long run. Not financial advice. What do you think, Fluffy?
All in all, Enjin is a warrior called to fight in a tough arena. Surviving in a competitive environment such as this is not an easy task. Enjin, in my eyes, is not moving forward. The ecosystem is not growing as expected. The roadmap is not really ambitious. Rebranding to Infinity seems like a good move to me, but time will show. The tokenomics are good and the community used to be strong. On the other hand, Immutable X demonstrates better technology with strong partnerships and promising growth. A project with similar market cap as Enjin and decent tokenomics, I would say. The final verdict is Enjin for the short term and day trading, and Immutable X for the long term.
Thank you. Thank you for watching, guys.
If you liked the episode and want to support the channel, then please like, subscribe, push the notification bell button, share and comment on which fighter you place your bet on, Enjin or Infinity or Immutable X. Bye bye guys, next time.
Till